تحية طيبة لكم جميعا مشاهدي ايتاك عبر قناة الحرة. نحن معكم هذا الأسبوع من مدينة سان فرانسيسكو في تغطية خاصة وحصرية بايتاك لمعرض CTIA، المعرض المتخصص بالتقنيات اللاسلكية. مجموعة من التقارير واللقاءات بانتظاركم. قبل ذلك كالعادة نتواصل دائما عبر بريدنا الإلكتروني itak@alhurra.com. يمكن مشاهدة هذه الحلقة وحلقات أخرى من ايتاك في أي وقت على موقع يوتيوب، والعنوان هو youtube.com/الحرة. آخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج تابعوها دائما من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على ايتاك شو. قبل الدخول إلى قاعة المعرض، ماذا سنشاهد معا اليوم من CTIA بسان فرانسيسكو؟ إصدارات الكمبيوتر اللوحي تتوالى، نقل الوسائط المتعددة بواسطة IMS، تطوير تطبيقات جديدة بالاعتماد على الويب فقط، مجموعة من الأجهزة المحمولة الجديدة، إنترنت هاتف خلوي ووسائط متعددة داخل السيارة. المنافسة على أشدها في عالم الكمبيوتر اللوحي أو تابلت PC، بعد آيباد من أبل، بلاك بيري أيضا لديها تابلت PC، ديل لديها تابلت PC، وسامسونج أيضا. سامسونج جالاكسي تاب عرض هنا في CTIA بسان فرانسيسكو، سيصبح متاحا في الأسواق مع حلول الأعياد وبداية العام الجديد. لنتعرف أكثر على جالاكسي تاب من سامسونج.
We're introducing the Galaxy Tab. This is a 7-inch computing tablet. It's a smart mobile device. As you can see, it has a beautiful advanced TFT 7-inch screen. It's running on Android 2.2, which is known as Froyo, and it also has Adobe Flash 10.1, which means that you'll be able to get the full browsing experience that includes all of those sites that have Flash and Flash applications on them. You'll also be able to, for those that are interested in business use, be able to use Flash applications that will be available on the device. And of course, because it's Android, the device will have access to the more than 80,000 applications that are on the Android marketplace. Some of the things that make this different, one is the fact that we're launching this with all 4 major carriers here in the United States. And so that means you have both a 3G capability and Wi-Fi capability for true mobility in a device. And we have some specialized screens that we have that are Samsung based. This one is daily briefing. It shows you the weather, it gives you news updates. It also has Social Hub, which allows you to aggregate all of your contacts, all of your email contacts, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, all into one place, and then very easily from one contact you can just communicate with that person the way they like to be communicated with. Some of the things that it has that our competitors don't have are 2 cameras. We've got a 3-megapixel camera on the back for taking pictures or excellent video. We also have a camera on the front for video chat. This has a 30-pin out that will take you to a USB. The cord will take you to a USB so you can plug it into the computer. So here are the applications. See if we have some video on here. This has the same 1 gigahertz processor with the 3D graphics processor that's in our phones. And so you will see this is also an excellent gaming device. You see here what an ebook looks like on the screen. You can see this is about the size of a paperback book, very easy to read. The screen was actually chosen for a black on white experience to Samsung.com.
كالمحولات التقليدية لنقل الصوت عبر الهاتف IMS IP Multimedia Subsystems هو العقل المدبر لنقل الوسائط المتعددة من صور وأفلام ونصوص ومعلومات عبر شبكة الإنترنت أو الآي بي. IMS من أريكسون عرض هنا في CTIA بسان فرانسيسكو للجيل الرابع الجديد القادم. لنتعرف كيف.
We've taken that functionality of IMS and all the collaboration and all the capabilities that it provides, and we've overlaid it with location-based services, internet services, and all the communicative services that you can bring. So what I have in this example is I have my medical dispatch station. So I'm a dispatcher located somewhere in the San Francisco area, and I'm responsible for monitoring this territory. So I have one patient here, Mr. Lebowski, and Mr. Lebowski has a foot injury. I can locate where Mr. Lebowski is, and given the fact that the network takes advantage of GPS in the device or network-assisted GPS, I can locate where that patient, or excuse me, that doctor or nurse or medical staff are located. So I'm just going to take the doctor icon, drop it in the assignment box. You see the notification is issued to the doctor. The doctor can pull up his tasks. The doctor accepts. The next step is that because I'm the dispatcher and I want to keep track of all the patients and where they're going, my map kind of goes this hazy color, which allows me to draw this map trap. So this creates these 5 coordinates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that publishes it to an application server that's sole purpose in life is for geofencing, geocaching. Then when the doctor is traveling to this patient, when the doctor traverses this area, it's going to publish all the patient information to the doctor's tablet, and then when the doctor leaves, it's extracted. Now that I'm the doctor, I'm on site, I'm actually looking at the patient, I find out it's a little bit more than I can handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some expertise from someone back at the dispatch. So I'm going to just hit video, and that's going to send an invitation to my medical dispatch. You see that I have that here. It's going to set up a video call. We're going to open up a whiteboarding session. All right. Now I'm going to take a photograph of the ankle that the patient has. So it's a little bit bruised. So now that's going to transfer that image over, right? So now we still have that video call ongoing, but now I can actually draw on the canvas, change my pen, color, etc. So now we can do this whiteboarding, maintain that video call session, etc. So now you can create all these different layers of applications, and then I can actually transmit documents and files, etc., back to the doctor's tablet to show the doctor how to tend to this particular patient. If you go to just Ericsson.com and just search for IMS, we have a ton of white papers and descriptions and outlines describing IMS and its capabilities.
تطوير تطبيقات لآيفون، آيباد وأندرويد بالاعتماد على تقنيات الويب، أي بالاستغناء عن البرامج الخاصة SDK Software Development Kits. هذا ما قدمته appMobi هنا في CTIA بسان فرانسيسكو.
Today we're going to be showcasing our appMobi XDK, and basically what that does is that we're enabled to develop apps and push those to the cloud and then test those on devices and then eventually get them published and put into the App Store. This is the XDK. There's a lot of different buttons up here, but this is things you can do to test different applications using different devices. So here we can see we've got the iPad, we have the iPhone, and we've also got the droids over here. So here we can see we've got a can rolling down the screen with gravity. So let's pretend like we rotate the screen using the sliders here. So we can see the can is now moving down because we rotated the screen. So, and this also works on any of the other devices we have up here as well. So now we can pick a different example. When you download the XDK, you get all these demos for free, which you can then edit the source code and play with and do whatever you want. So here is another example. It is a distance tracker. So basically what it's doing is it is, on the right-hand side, we can see we've got a map which is acting as our GPS location. So if we're developing something that's using the GPS, we can actually pretend like we're moving around and, and the phone will track you. So let's see here. Let's pick one more example here to look at quickly. And let's look at a flashlight app. Nothing special, but it works on multiple devices, iPhone, Androids. So we've given people the ability to write one line of code and publish to 2 different systems, so they don't have to have an iPhone developer, and they don't have to have an Android developer, and they don't have to learn Xcode. So now, that sounds great. Let's take a look at that on 2 real devices, on an iPhone 4 and an Android. So let's pull up a quick example here of something we were working on earlier today. Okay, so here's an example. It is nothing more than a yellow screen. All right, so now let's look at the source code for that, which is done by clicking here. Pulls open the source code, and any development tool you want. You're not tied to anything. You can use Notepad, you can use Dreamweaver, you can use anything you want. So here we can see that this is nothing more than HTML and JavaScript that's using to build and run this application. So let's make just a real simple change. Let's change the color of the background to something different. 0, 0, save that, and come back over here, reload the application, and voila, you can see that it's different. We're going to push this to the cloud first. So we're going to take what we've got, and we're going to push it up to the cloud, then we're going to call it down from the phone. Got a green screen, and we'll launch this. It's got to download a few things, and as you can see, we've got green on the screen there. So we made one quick change, uploaded it to the cloud, and are now able to test it. If you want to go and learn more about appMobi, you can go to www.appmobi.com.
مشاهدي ايتك عبر قناة الحرة، نتابع معنا التغطية الخاصة والحصرية بايتك لمعرض CTIA، المعرض المتخصص بالتقنيات اللاسلكية من سان فرانسيسكو. وسنشاهد معا بعد الفاصل مجموعة من الأجهزة المحمولة الجديدة، إنترنت، هاتف خلوي ووسائط متعددة داخل السيارة. تتابعون ايتك عبر الحرة والحرة.com ويوتيوب.com/الحرة، وآخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على ايتك شو. تتابعون ايتك عبر الحرة والحرة.com ويوتيوب.com/الحرة، وآخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على ايتك شو. بعد هذا الفاصل نعود إليكم مشاهدي ايتك عبر قناة الحرة لمتابعة التغطية الخاصة والحصرية بايتك لمعرض CTIA بسان فرانسيسكو، المعرض المتخصص بالتقنيات اللاسلكية. وسنشاهد معا الآن مجموعة من الأجهزة المحمولة الجديدة، إنترنت، هاتف خلوي ووسائط متعددة داخل السيارة. موتورولا عرضت أيضا في CTIA بسان فرانسيسكو العديد من خدماتها وأجهزتها. سنتعرف على 4: موتورولا برافو، موتورولا فليبسايد، موتورولا فليب-أوت، وموتورولا ديفاي. المشترك بين الأربعة موتورولا فلور. موتورولا فلور يجمع كل السوشيال ميديا كفيسبوك، تويتر وماي سبيس في مكان واحد، بالإضافة إلى الإيميل. لنتعرف معا من موتورولا.
First of all, I'd like to take you through the Motorola Bravo with Moto Blur. This form is a touch tablet, features a 3.7-inch screen, fully customizable screen. This phone will be available on AT&T later this quarter. Secondly, I've got the Motorola Flipside with Moto Blur. Now, this phone is a text messaging beast as well as a quality phone. As you can see, it has a full QWERTY keyboard here, which allows for the accuracy in texting. as well as it features Crystal Talk Plus, which is a proprietary software we have on our Motorola devices that allows for enhanced voice quality, as well as filters background noise. As you can hear, it's loud today here, and this would be a perfect device for that. Next, I've got the Motorola Flip-Out with Moto Blur. This unique form factor features also a full QWERTY keyboard in a compact device. This phone also has different covers in the back that the consumer can purchase and customize, kind of fit their mood. So this is definitely a fun, unique form factor. Finally, I have the Motorola Defy with Moto Blur. This phone is what we're referring to as life-proof. This phone is water resistant, is scratch resistant, and dust proof. This phone can take a beating as well as has the full Android 2.1 experience on here. This will be available on T-Mobile. Now, all four of the devices that I showed you have Moto Blur, as I mentioned. Now, Moto Blur is a software on top of the Android platform that allows you to integrate all your social networking sites, your text messages, emails into one integrated screen, and it will constantly flow through. Now, you have the ability to customize those filters to put on whoever you would like on there, as well as you can resize the widgets to customize the screen whatever way you would like. The best part about Moto Blur is it backs you up. If you were to lose this device, you can go onto the Moto Blur website, remotely track your device. If it cannot be found, you can remove all the data that's on there. And when you purchase another Motorola Blur phone, you can repopulate it by just putting your username and password. So it's a peace of mind, and you limit the risk of ever losing your important data. So we're really excited about these four devices. And if you're looking for more information, check out Motorola.com.
نظام جديد داخل سيارات فورد الجديدة ماي فورد تاتش يؤمن الاتصال بشبكة الإنترنت بهاتفك المحمول وبمعظم الوسائط المتعددة. يؤمن الاتصال بشبكة الإنترنت للموجودين داخل السيارة عدا سائق السيارة. لنتعرف على ماي فورد تاتش هنا في CTIA بسان فرانسيسكو.
So what we have is called My Ford Touch. And it's an all-new way to interact with your vehicle that's going to be smarter, simpler, and safer. That's going to let you choose what information you want to see and stay connected to your world in a way that's going to let you keep your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road. You can use voice to connect, and then you're going to be able to interact just in a way that's going to be safer. We've got new displays. You can choose what you want to see. For instance, the screen right in front of me here. If I've got a navigation route, I can now see the next turn right in front of me, bringing it closer to the road, keeping your eyes up where they belong. And then by voice, once you've connected your Bluetooth phone, I'm going to have complete control over all the contacts that are in there. I can make any phone call. I can control my music. I can say, play artist U2, and it's going to be able to pull up all my U2 music. I can put in a navigation destination, all by voice, and I can even change the climate control, all by using my voice. So that's going to allow me to keep my eyes up on the road, my hands on the wheel, while still being able to control everything that's in my vehicle. So if I were to send a text message to my phone that's Bluetooth paired to the system, I can do that, and it's going to come into the system. So you can see here that I just sent a text message. The idea is that you'd be driving while the message came in, and instead of having that urge to look at your phone, you don't need to, because you can just hear it through the speakers. So I just have to hit the OK button on the wheel.
My Ford Touch lets you listen to text messages while keeping your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. Happy smiley.
And it's going to read it out loud to me. Even if I put a happy smiley face in there, it's going to let me know that that was there. So you can also choose what you want to see on each screen. For example, over here on the left-hand side, if all I care about is when I'm going to run out of gas, I can make that screen very simple and just see that. Or if I wanted to see my tachometer, I could bring that back, and even my engine coolant temperature gauge. And then on the right-hand side, we use color coding to make it easy to know where you're at, where you can see navigation's green, climate's blue, entertainment's red, and phone is yellow. So that way I know exactly where I'm at, because we use those same areas along with the colors on the touch screen as well. So if you are driving and you want to do it by voice, you would be able to choose from a list of 15 messages. And those are messages that you can customize. They already come in the vehicle like pre-canned messages. Or if you wanted to stop, you could edit one and type it into the screen as well, but only when you're stopped if you wanted to type it. The other thing that the system can do is Wi-Fi capability. So what that basically means is you can use a USB mobile broadband card or a smartphone and allow up to 5 passengers in your vehicle to have internet access. So you're not going to be able to see it on this screen, but it's going to allow your passengers to use a laptop or their own personal device to access the internet. FordVehicles.com.
ضمن الأسبوع الأول من التغطية الخاصة والحصرية بآيتك لمعرض CTIA بسان فرانسيسكو، المعرض المتخصص بالتقنيات اللاسلكية، شاهدنا معا اليوم إصدارات الكمبيوتر اللوحي تتوالى، نقل الوسائط المتعددة بواسطة IMS، تطوير تطبيقات جديدة بالاعتماد على الويب فقط، مجموعة من الأجهزة المحمولة الجديدة، إنترنت هاتف خلوي ووسائط متعددة داخل السيارة. إلى هنا مشاهدي آيتك عبر قناة الحرة نأتي إلى ختام الأسبوع الأول من التغطية الخاصة والحصرية بآيتك لمعرض CTIA بسان فرانسيسكو، المعرض المتخصص بتقنيات اللاسلكي. لضخامة الحدث سنلتقي بكم أيضا الأسبوع المقبل من هنا مع مجموعة جديدة من اللقاءات والتقارير. إلى ذلك الحين نتواصل دائما عبر بريدنا الإلكتروني aitak@alhurra.com. يمكن مشاهدة هذه الحلقة وحلقات أخرى من آيتك في أي وقت على موقع يوتيوب، والعنوان هو youtube.com/الحرة. آخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج تابعوها دائما من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على آيتك شو. أنا توفيق جبران، شكرا لكم جميعا وإلى اللقاء.